why doesn't your health insurance cover your chiropractic care? Or why doesn't it cover more chiropractic care? So many people will ask me this question, and they just don't understand why they have limited benefits. Maybe they have super high deductibles, which that carries across to anything that they want to use their health insurance for. But let's talk specifically about chiropractic and the things that we do in this office and how that translates to other things in your life. Oftentimes people want their insurance benefits to cover everything that we do. They want it to cover supplements. They want it to cover nutritional consultations. They want it to cover our detox programs. They want their insurance to cover everything that they do with regards to their health. Are you somebody who is thinking this as well? Let's talk about why that's just not even reality. We all have car insurance on our vehicles, or at least I hope we do, because it's illegal if you don't. But we need to have insurance on our vehicles. What does that vehicle get? It gets wear and tear the more we use it. So if you have to replace tires on the car, your insurance doesn't cover that. That's wear and tear. But what do you do also on a regular basis? You take that vehicle in and you get regular oil changes. You might have the engine checked. You might have fluids flushed. You do all of these things. You add washer fluid to the bucket of washer fluid. You top off all of the fluids. You do all of the things that you're supposed to do to maintain your vehicle. You even drive it through the car wash on a regular basis. Or I don't know, maybe you don't. I'm just one of those people. I have unlimited car wash and I'm always driving through the car wash. I want my car to look clean. So everything we do for our vehicle is about maintaining it so that it lasts longer. If you get into a collision and there's a little bit of a rotation on a tire or your frame gets bent, you don't go keep driving it. You go get it fixed and you make sure that it's balanced properly and it's aligned. And you want to make sure that everything is in full alignment and running like it should so that you don't break down on the side of the road. That's crisis, right? So the less care you take care of your vehicle, the less life you're going to get out of it. And the more likely it is going to break down on you. And this translates exactly to how our health is. Your health insurance is not here for anything but a crisis. And the sooner you recognize that, the sooner that you understand that your health is your responsibility, not your insurance company's, just like they're not paying for your tires on your vehicle or even your brakes. The insurance companies don't really want to pay, and they don't really want to pay until you have a crisis. I want you to understand, I want you to keep your health out of crisis. So often people come in here and they're in crisis because they've waited. They didn't rotate the tires on their car. They didn't change their oil regularly. I'm talking figuratively within their bodies. And what that means is they weren't drinking enough water. They weren't exercising. They didn't have a proper diet. They were eating too much processed foods. And they weren't stretching. They weren't maintaining their flexibility. And they had accident after accident, and they never got it fixed. They never went to the collision shop, the chiropractor, to have it realigned and get that fixed and corrected to bring them out of crisis care. Because what happens is when you are well balanced and well aligned, your body works so much more efficiently and you become more sensitive to any small changes that may take you out of balance. And again, much like your vehicle, you notice if the brakes aren't working properly, there's a vibration, or if the car's out of alignment, it's pulling to one side and you're like, whoa, something's not right there. You should be thinking the same thing about your health. If you get a pain, or if you're chronically in pain, or you get numbness and tingling in your hands or your feet, or you get constant headaches, or maybe you have chronic digestive issues, these are not things to be ignored. They are things to be looked at and checked by a professional who can help you correct and realign that. And it is not your insurance company's responsibility, because you let those go too long and you derail and go into crisis. Now, maybe you end up in the hospital, maybe you end up on medications, or maybe even worse yet, you end up with surgery. And that is not the place you want to be, because once you've had a surgical intervention, then you now have scar tissue. There's no way you can cut into the body and have it heal without scar tissue. So you're really in the best place to understand that your health is your responsibility. Your health is in your hands, and that you've got to spend some money on your own for your own maintenance care, your own wear and tear, and eating properly and buying good fruits and vegetables and drinking enough water. And when if you take your vehicle and you start pouring water in your gas tank, that's not going to function. Well, we know we should be putting our water is our fuel, but pop and garbage drinks and artificial sweeteners and flavors and all these foods and drinks that have all these chemicals in them, they will cause our bodies to clog up and not function and run, much like putting water in your gas tank. So think about this as you start to go forward. Where can you start to spend a little bit more money? Or investment is really what it comes down to. What is the investment that you want to make within yourself, within your body, that let's take insurance off the table, because they are not going to cover it. They shouldn't have to do that. I've even had people say my insurance company should pay for my health club. Well, you know what? Some insurance companies, and not all, they will give you an incentive if you belong to a health club, but you have to use it, and then you've got to be able to hit certain markers. Your blood your blood work has to look a certain way. You've got to be of a certain BMI, a certain weight. So they don't just pay for your health club. They will literally cut you off if you don't hit those markers and those parameters. But they don't pay for the health club. They might give you $10 a month off on your insurance, but it's your responsibility. So your insurance is not here to help you. They're not really your friend unless there's a crisis. And then sometimes it's a fight to get them to cover it. But let's keep you out of crisis, because let's be honest, being in the hospital these days, that's not a place anybody wants to be. And being under the chronic sick care system of the United States, we're just a statistic at that point. And nobody really cares about our health. The drug companies don't care about getting you healthy because they make money off of you not being healthy. So as we go forward into this new year, stop relying on your health insurance and other outside influences to take care of you. It's your responsibility. And here's the thing, you come in to see me and I'm going to give you some things that you're going to need to be doing at home. I'm going to talk to you about diet. I'm going to talk to you about nutrition, but I can't do it for you. Nobody can do it for you. I can't want you to be healthy more than you do. So this is your responsibility, and I want to be here to help guide you into that direction and create as much balance and alignment for you in your life so that we don't end up in crisis care. So that's my little rant on stop relying on insurance companies to cover and pay for everything. That is not what they're here for. And it is up to you. It is your responsibility, and nobody can do it for you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Let me know your thoughts on this. Talk to you soon.